Solid. He's no nonsense. That's his nickname. Coach Calvin gave him no nonsense, and he sticks to the plan.
Yeah, I like that nickname. Maybe that'll catch on.
Yeah, no nonsense. Bivol.
This is Jonathan Aguilar, Pro Boxing Fans, joined by Coach Calvin Ford here at Fight Week. It's a Tank Davis fight week, so it's a big one, and he's fighting Frank Martin this Saturday at the MGM, live on Amazon Prime pay-per-view. Calvin, how are you finding the week? It's another week for you?
It's different, but the same. You know what I'm saying? Because of the opponent that we have, the long layoff we had, and just looking forward to it. I'm like a coach fan. I'm a coach fan right now.
You know, not a lot of boxers have, that appeal to sort of the casual fans. It takes boxing isn't the biggest sport around, but Gervonta Davis has managed to appeal to that casual audience, in America, overseas. What do you think has been the key to that?
Because of his story, his upbringing, what he's been to, real recognized real, and it's a mission that I think we are on to bring forth things that need to be brought forth so the world can see, understand what these individuals go through to perform for them.
You said during that documentary that Amazon put out that, when Tank was incarcerated, that, coming out, that changes a person. Can you describe how that experience has impacted on Tank?
Well, it gets real deep, especially when you're trying to do the best that you can in the society, and you do something that they treat you like you did something real bad. And I tried to explain to him, I said, well, an incident happened and you're being held accountable for it. And at the level that you at in sport, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes people try to make an example out of people of just to have that flex, or their way of saying this happened and I was involved with it, this is where I get my points from. But at the same time, it was a bigger plan for him to actually get in tune with himself and understand that it's just bigger than this. He have a purpose, not just about the fighting, his family, the business side, explaining to the young youth that's coming behind him, that these trials and tribulations that you're going to go through, how you maneuver and how you navigate through them.
When it's all said and done, do you think what do you think? Tank better than anyone. How do you think he'll be remembered, and what do you think will be next for him? Do you think he'll ever become maybe like a trainer like yourself, or help yourself out in the gym? Well,
I seen glimpses of that. We was in the gym with Broner. We played little mind games. I was training Broner, and he was training one of the sparring partners. You know what I'm saying? And I seen some things that he was trying to put holes through what I was doing with Broner and stuff. Tank have a lot of avenues that he can do a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? It's just which one that he want to gravitate to. And the sky's the limit right now, because he showed that anything is possible. You put the right people around you and put that work forth and go for it.
I mentioned off camera about when you went to the UK it's a number of years ago now, but do you think there's anyone in the UK that maybe Tank in the future would a name that would appeal to him? I know Conor Benn's been mentioned before, Josh Taylor. Anyone you can think of, would any of those appeal?
Well, you have to wait and see the dynamics of the numbers. They're coming to iconic. That's how you make that yin and that yang for them to meet. It's coming, it's coming. It's just what kid, is going to actually step up, and what force that's going to get behind that individual to make that happen.
How many weights can Tank go up to? We've seen him at 140.
Right now, looking at him, right now, he's a natural 130, 135, 40. 135 fighter. You know what I'm saying? If he take care of his body, he probably could finish out at 47.
what do you make of his rivals backing him to win this fight? Shakur says he's going to annihilate Frank. Ryan said he'll bet $1 million that Tank's going to win this. Is that, them?
Well, I don't get into that. I just know Frank is here for a reason. You can't sleep on any opponent. You can't. You know what I'm saying? Frank have high expectations to show the world why he snuck through the cracks, and I know that. I believe that he's that one can show the world who Tank really is.
And on Tank, he's a very humble guy from the outside looking in. He always has time for people, his fans and things like that. Do you feel like you've played a role in helping him out, being that sort of father figure to him?
Yes, I've been in his life all the time I've been home and his whole journey and whatnot. Of course, I'm going to say that I've been a big inspiration to him. You know what I'm saying? Because he looked at me as his dad. We get into it like son and dad. But I find the journey delightful. His kids, they know me. They recognize me. There's so much things I could say about what I enjoy about Tank, and I thank my Lord for giving me this opportunity to be a part of this.
Just away from this, I just want to pick your brain as a coach. We've seen a sort of revival of Anthony Joshua back in the UK over recent years. He's potentially fighting Daniel Dubois. What do you think of that fight? How would you break it down?
Well, I was a big fan and still is a big fan of Joshua. You know what I'm saying? He's still putting in work. He's still putting in. He had a great performance the last fight, and his fans still behind him. That's all he got to do is keep doing what he's doing to get the biggest fights that he can get, and then be that UK star that they brought over here, you know what I'm saying, and get back on the right track and whatnot. So he had plenty of opportunities to do that. So we have to wait and see.
Do you know much about Daniel Dubois?
Not as much, but I know he's a hard-hitting guy. You know what I'm saying? And that's the test that both of them have. Because if he do what he normally do, he can get all his thunder from Joshua. You know what I'm saying? But if Joshua make it through him, he's back on top.
And then, Tyson Fury looking to get revenge over Usyk in the rematch.
Yes, that was a good matchup. Great matchup, but like I said, what's his name? He a beast. And he was determined, but again, Tyson got some evaluation to do. I can't wait to the rematch.
In your mind, if you were coaching Fury, what would you say he's got to change to be successful?
Outside of boxing. Fury can box. He know how to do that. But if he changed his method going into this fight, it would have been a different outcome. Because the stuff that I seen before the fight and how he ended the fight, he did good. You know what I'm saying? From what I seen, So again, he have a chance in the rematch, and then that's going to say it all.
Just finally, we've got a big fight coming up, Beterbiev against Bivol. How do you think that's going to play out, Calvin?
Like Bivol, I'm going to roll with him. He's solid. He's no nonsense. That's his nickname. Coach Calvin gave him no nonsense. And he sticks to the plan.
Yeah, I like that nickname. Maybe that'll catch up.
Yeah, no nonsense. Bivol.
Brilliant. Well, Calvin, appreciate your time. Just finally, actually, any UK trainers that you know about, anyone you admire? No, I don't, because I don't have a chance to get some of that information. But I do love how they break down fighters. They break them down to the max. And sometimes I can't tell you my secret, but keep doing what y'all doing. I love y'all. There you go, Calvin. Appreciate your time.
I appreciate you.